I'm Megan. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some questions to not ask someone with cerebral palsy. Now, this is coming from my opinion, how I feel, so just remember that. So now let's begin. So first is, what happened to you? So this one annoys me a little bit because when I first meet someone, I don't want them to ask me that, right away. I have said, my story, everything that happened to me on my channel, and I open up about it because I'm comfortable to do that, and, creating videos has definitely made me more, comfortable. But before that, I, wouldn't necessarily want to open up to someone I just first met. Usually, if I'm meeting someone in person, it takes me a while to actually open up to someone and share my story and what happened to me. So if someone asks me that right away, I wouldn't necessarily like that. Once I feel comfortable, I will open up to you. And I think that's important to remember is, when you're first meeting someone, they might not want to open up right away. They might not want to tell their story and, what happened to them. You never know where someone is throughout, their journey, living with a disability. So it might not be a topic they're ready to talk about. And, you have to understand that. And I think there's so much more you can talk about with someone. What happened to me does not define me, and I'm so much more, and I'd rather, see, me as a whole than just, my disability. Next is, what is wrong with your hand/arm? Now, this bugs me because, for me, I don't think of, my hand and my arm as there anything wrong with me, because this is, my right hand is the only, right hand I will ever have. This is all I ever known for, my right hand to be. So I don't think it as something that is wrong with me. This is my normal, so, I understand, my hand is weak and people are just wondering, why, I can't use it and stuff like that. But especially when I was younger, I was insecure of my right arm and hand, so, having someone ask me that, for me, I just didn't like that. And so to this day, I'm just I want to educate those. I want them to know that, my challenges and why my right hand is the way it is. But also, I don't want that to be the first thing you see about me and the first thing you wonder about me. I will tell you, but just know, there's nothing wrong with my hand and the way I see it. I know it's weak, and I know, I can't fully use it, and I know it's not normal, and, it's part of my disability, but, it's part of who I am, and I have accepted that, and, I will educate those who are wondering why my hand is the way it is when, I first meet them. But just know that, not everyone wants to answer that, and, it could be something like me when I was younger. I'm more confident now, but, I wasn't back then. So next is, why do you talk like that? What is wrong with your voice? I know, and I talk about this in another video of 7 things not to say or do to someone with cerebral palsy, and I'll link that in the description box and in the cards above. But, I mentioned in that video how I, for the longest time, did not like the sound of my voice, and, making YouTube videos have definitely helped, and I'm just, so much more confidence in my voice. But with that being said, I know, I have a speech impediment, and I, been to speech therapy for years, and I don't like anyone commenting on my voice. That's just my opinion, and, how I feel, and that's just me. I don't like people commenting on my voice because I know, that's something that I struggled with for years of not liking my voice. And, it's something I have to work on. Speaking is not, 100% easy for me to do all the time, and to, pronounce all my words clearly. It takes more effort for me. It can be hard, and when someone says, what's wrong with your voice, this is my voice. I do my best, but I can't change my voice. You can tell, I feel like, that, I do have a speech impairment if you, like, watch my videos, and I'm not, like, ashamed of it anymore. But I guess not something I want people to ask me about, like, what's wrong with my voice, because, I'm only given one voice. So next is, how are you able to do everything? How are you able to do things? Like, how? Like, you only can use one hand. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like, wonder, like, how I'm able to do things. And while, I want to show them how I do things, and I have, made videos of how I do some things and things that are hard for me to do with one hand. Like, I want you to also realize, like, this is all I ever known. This is my normal. This will always be my normal. I have learned to adapt, and I have learned to do a lot of things with one hand. And some things are hard, but some things, like, I guess typical things that, I just do, and it's all I ever known. And you might think, like, how are you able to do it? But I'm just like, this is just all I ever known. So I have always done things like this, and some things are, like, not that hard for me to do with one hand because I have always done them with one hand. I think that's important as well. And to also know, like, I am very determined. Like, I will work so hard to achieve everything I want to. I am the type of person that when I set my mind to something, I will accomplish it no matter how long it takes me. When someone finds out, like, I only can, really use my left hand and my right hand as an assist, yes, you might have questions on how I'm able to do things, and I want to answer them for you. I want to educate you on them, but, guess no. You shouldn't, like, judge someone right away and think, wow, like, they only can use their left hand. They must, like, not be able to do many things, because that's not true. I can do so many things, and just because someone has a disability does not mean they can't do things independently. We have found a way to do a lot of things, and we have adapted, and that's what I want you to remember. So it's not bad to ask someone, like, how are you able to do that, like, with one hand, or, like, whatever it is, because for me, I'd rather you find out how I'm able to do things, but don't assume, like, just because of my disability, like, I can't do certain things simply because of that. Next is something that honestly frustrates me so much, and that is literally any question that is about my intelligence and, questioning how smart I am. Like, I'm sorry, but so many people with CP are so smart. Like, just because you have CP does not mean you're not smart. Like, I hate that. Anything like, do you understand me? Like, can you understand this? Like, is this okay? Like, yeah, like, I am very smart. Like, I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics. Like, don't question my intelligence. Like, that is so frustrating to me. Remember at the end of high school when I knew which college I was going to, I told this teacher I was going to this college, and she was like, so did you get accepted into it? It's like, yeah, like, why would I be telling you I'm going to this college if I wasn't accepted into the school?
Like, no, like, I'm just going there because I want to. Like, they can't accept me. I can't even apply, but I'm just gonna go there for fun because, you know what, I just feel like it.
It's like, what? Like, of course I got accepted. Like, why?
Like, guess why? Like,
why would I be going if I didn't get accepted? Like, why would I be telling you? Like, oh my god. Like, that might not be a big deal, but I just remember the teacher saying that and being like, you would never say this to any of the other students in the class. Like, if they tell you they were going to this specific university, you would say, oh, congratulations, like, good job, like, I'm so excited for you. But, like, this teacher just was like, so did you get accepted? I also had another teacher. Literally, I was telling her, like, I was amazing in math, and I was going to, this school, and she literally looked at me and was like,
math is a hard major.
And the way she looked at me was like, it was so rude. Like, you could tell, like, she did not believe me. She did not believe that I got into the school or that I was actually going to major in math. and, you know, do well. Like, obviously, like, I know math is a hard major, but I also know that I'm very good at math, so, that was just rude. She would never say that to any of the other students as well. Like, you wouldn't say that. And I guess, like, you know, I had my problems with some teachers who just didn't think I was smart. Also, like, there was teachers who talked to me in, like, just, like, a very, like, childish way. Like, I can't even describe it. It's just, like, it's not okay. So I know I'm kind of getting off topic, but seriously, anything that involves my intelligence and thinking like I'm not smart is so annoying to me and it's so beyond frustrating because they don't know me. So don't make judgments. So next is actually something that I actually do think is completely fine to ask this, and the only reason I'm saying this today and putting this on the list of things not to ask is because so many people ask me this that I got so sick of answering it, and I'm just like, can I just like have a break? It is, why do you wear a leg brace, a hand brace, what is on your hand / leg, you know, questions like that. And now I think, you know, this question is fine, like I said, but, you know, since I got asked this so many times, you know, it was part of the reason why I stopped wearing a brace on my leg and my hand, because I just was tired of people asking me that, wondering why I was wearing it. Just was frustrating after a while because I was just so tired of answering that question, and I know, you know, people were just curious and was just wondering why. So lastly, the last thing I'm gonna add to this video is people assuming like I can't do things like on my own. Like, you must not be able to do that, right? Like, how were you able to do that? Like, you can't do that with one hand. Like, what? That can be frustrating as well because, you know, I am in charge of what I'm capable of achieving. Like, you can't tell me that I can't do something. And while it does sometimes take me, you know, a lot of hard work to, you know, achieve things, that doesn't mean I can't do them. So people assuming I can't do something or questioning how I did it, or like, no, how could you do it? Like, you can't do it? Like, what? Like, you did not do that, right? Like, that can be frustrating because I'm just like, yeah, I was able to do it. So I know one time this happened when I had a bracelet on my left arm, and, you know, someone was wondering how I put it on with one hand and was assuming someone helped me. I'm just like, no, like, I get it. Like, I figure out how to do it, like, I can do it. I just wish people wouldn't like fussing sometimes on how I did things and assume like I must have gotten help, because how could you possibly do that on your own? So those are all the things I'm going to say to you today, are things that you shouldn't say to someone with cerebral palsy, or maybe you should like think like a little bit before you ask these questions, or maybe get to know them better as a person as a whole, or wait for them to tell you first. But this is just coming from my experience, my, you know, thoughts on things, and, you know, how I feel. You know, cause everyone has different opinions and could think differently, so remember that as well. But yeah, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I post every Monday and Friday. Also, turn on post notifications. I always forget to say that, but that really helps, so then you don't miss out on any of my videos. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Bye.